Hey YouTubers, welcome back. Okay, so this is for the sign of Pisces for mid-October 2017. Also check your moon, rising, and even your Venus sign for additional messages. I always tell you guys, take with you what you understand that is coming out in the storyline, because if there is a part of the storyline that is not making sense to you or is not resonating, then that could just be another Pisces energy that is in fact picking up on the cards, and those messages would be for them. So by checking your other signs, you can put the pieces to the puzzle together for yourself. Okay, so I am doing an intuitive sort here in regards to getting the messages onto the grid in the way in which the story needs to be told. So feel free to stick around, or you can scroll through. And obviously the ambiance has changed because I decided that I want to be outside. So let's get this going here. Pisces. Okay. Okay, and then I will use the rest as clarifiers if I am guided to do so. So let's see what we get here for Pisces for, oh Lord, we're getting little breaks here, aren't we? See if I can adjust this. There we go. Okay, so Pisces, October 2017, going on for Pisces. All right, Pisces. What just flew out is the Nine of Hearts. So, getting something that you wish, and or we're dealing with children here. Let's see what we got from this. So you could in fact be dealing with a child. Definitely got some sort of third party situation going on here with a soulmate, but also there could be children involved in the situation. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have your energy here, but you also could be dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio, and we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So what is showing me here is that there is something that you want a complete ending to, and there's some healing that's going to need to take place, but there's someone that you want to cut out of your life, and or someone has cut you out of their life, and there's a need here for healing. It's also showing me here that you could be dealing with an air sign who you are wanting to end things with, because there could in fact be a lack of passion here with this person, and you could have in fact met a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that you're wanting to communicate with, okay? Because it's showing here that there is a circumstance and situation that is going on. So you're either dealing with a fire sign or an air sign that you want to end things with, and there's communication that needs to happen there, and or you are wanting to communicate with a fire sign or a water sign that you know, want to reconcile with here. But you could be dealing with either of three of these energies, and you're wanting to cut one of them out of your life, but you're like evaluating before you're actually even taking the action towards doing this, okay, is what it's showing me here. because there could be something surrounding finances where you're needing to financially free yourself from the situation based off of the fact that you may need to move to a new home. Because I'm picking up here that there's movement, but understand that there's some sort of truth, that needs to be spoken here, because there's some sort of healing that needs to take place, because it's showing that you or this other person could have cut you out, okay? And this separation has caused a lot of pain, okay? Loneliness, depression, things of that nature. And it's showing me here that there's going to need to be healing over these feelings, okay? Because there's something going on in regards to not pushing things. And you could, in fact, not be pushing things when it comes to either the fire sign or the water sign. And this is the person who, in fact, could be your soulmate, okay? And there's a lot of scattered energies. There's a lack of focus here. But your higher self, your intuitive self here, your spirit guide is here. So this is probably the bringer of light, is guiding you through this process, because there's something that you're evaluating before taking action towards, and it could be due to the fact that this person you're dealing with lives at a distance. They could live over water, okay? There could be a need for communication with this person, but due to the fact that you could have cut this person out and or they cut you out, because there was some sort of truth that wasn't spoken with feelings, because there is passion here, but the truth wasn't spoken prior to the ending, okay? But the reason being that it wasn't spoken prior to the ending was based off of the fact that there's a third party involvement here, whether this is on your end or the other person's end. So if there is a third party involvement where there needs to be a complete ending with either air, it could be any of the three of these energies, it's showing me, because they're all looking in the same direction. But it's showing me here that you could be dealing with a water sign. There also could have been something going on here in regards to you and another water sign and a child, okay? And there could have been a complete ending to that situation. But it's showing here that you're evaluating before taking action towards the person that you want to communicate with, which could be this fire or this water energy. But if you're dealing with an air energy, it's showing here that there's a circumstance and situation where there's an air sign involved, and you're either wanting to completely end things with an air sign, and or this other energy that you could in fact be dealing with that is in fact a soulmate connection, they could have cut you out of their life based off of an air energy, and they could have children with this air sign, okay? So these are the messages that are coming through here on the grid. So let's see, because you're losing your focus over this situation, and you're evaluating before taking action, but it's like you know what you want, but you're not moving towards it, and it could be due to the fact that this person cut you out, okay? Yeah, here, this just came out on top of the soulmate card. This indicates a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and this is the reconciliation card. So there is a reconciliation that is on the brink, but there's some sort of action that needs to be taken in regards to completely ending the situation that could be involving a home environment. So you may be needing to move, and it could be due to the fact that this other person lives at a distance, okay? So, and or there could be a reconciliation that you want to have happen, but there could be another water sign that's blocking your reconciliation. Yeah, listen, we don't have coincidences here. There's third-party involvement here. This is the loss and the deception card, okay? And what came out with it is the sign of, oh, we have two cards here. Hold the horses. Hold the horses. Okay, listen, I was going to say, could be dealing with the sign of Gemini or an air sign here, and this could be where the third-party interference is, but it's karmic. So this loss and deception that's blocking your new beginning is a karmic lesson that needs to be completed here. And this could be due to you needing to cut out an air sign from your life, and specifically the sign of Gemini, in order to get to the soulmate. Because there's movement here, okay? And it's asking you, you're wanting this new beginning, but it's asking you, please use your common sense and your good judgment in order to have good luck and growth here for yourself. Because there's a karmic situation that's needing to end, and this could be a home environment situation. You could in fact be needing to communicate with either this fire sign or water sign and or end things with a air or fire sign in order to move towards this other water sign. So there's just these, I'm sorry I have to keep moving this, but it's like the sun is moving pretty quickly and it's blocking or it's grabbing onto my camera. So yeah, this situation is coming out pretty cut and dry here with the third party, but there's something involving, either children, you know, there's children involved here, or there was a child situation that was in fact involving this other water sign that you could be dealing with, that you have a soulmate connection with, but it like completely ended. Okay, so let's see what we have going on here. Yeah, so there is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here that you're needing to gain your financial stability from, okay? And this is Hermes, the communicator. So there's some sort of communication that needs to happen here in regards to gaining financial stability and being able to move. Okay, this is moving to a new home, and it could be involving children, which is why there's a need for financial stability. If you're moving and you could in fact need to move at a distance, then it could affect your financial stability, especially if you do have children. So it's showing here that there's a need to break down this established mind thought pattern when it comes to relationships, because here's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy that could also be involved, and there's unrequited love there. Okay, which is there's not a connection with this person, so it's either air or earth, and or you're focused on you're focused on your finances, and that's where that financial stability comes in, because you're needing to gain it, or you're worried about it because you need to move, but you're keeping yourself like stuck based off of finances in this situation, but you're in fact dealing with a soulmate who could be at a distance. And once you financially free yourself, because this could be vice versa, okay, so this could be your partner, but the soulmate that you're dealing with, this could be their situation and you're just involved in it under these energies, or this is your circumstance and specific situation where you're needing to make a decision in order to communicate and move out of the situation that you're in, because once you move, then there's this reconciliation, and you're showing that the reconciliation is in fact going to be with a water sign, okay? And or that's just your energies reconciling here. But, you're feeling stuck, you're evaluating before taking the action, you have an internal plan, but externally you're not moving, okay? Yeah, because look, listen, we don't coincidence here. The Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you could in fact need to be gaining your financial stability from, and you're needing to communicate this, is because there's a mind, thought pattern, and a belief that you can't move forward. There's no passion that lies with this person. Do you see how quickly this is coming through? That's like insanity. Okay, I'm so sorry. But there's a need here to break down the established mind, thought pattern in regards to this connection, because there's unrequited love here, which we know is lack of love itself. But you're keeping yourself stuck in this like unscrupulous situation based off of finances because you're fearful of moving and not being stable. But it's showing here that once you make this decision, and if you're focusing it in on, a situation that's involving like a child, once you make this decision, you will in fact financially free yourself, because you're feeling this way under the energies because you're not feeling good in the situation you're in. So you're kind of focusing in and worrying on finances, which is keeping you stuck. That's what negative energies do. Negative energies make you focus on something that is basically an illusion to keep you stuck in an unscrupulous situation, so that it keeps you farther apart from the soul connection. But the divine is guiding you through this situation. Your higher self is telling you, like, hey, don't stay in the situation based off of fear of money, but face that fear, jump through that hurdle, and here's your brand new beginning, your new phase of life. The whole entire slate is wiped clean there. But here we go. Listen to this. So I just take a peek at like the bottom of the deck here, right? And what in the world did I just say about finances? You're worried about financial stability? What's at the bottom of the deck? Financial independence. Now, I didn't know what card was going to come next after this financial independence card at the bottom of the deck. But what do you think's coming next? As you take steps forward, your efforts are rewarded. As your efforts are rewarded, what did I say? What did I just say? I told you I don't need cards. I think it's gaps, but I like them. It's fun, right? Makes me feel like a generic David Blaine, so to speak. But what did I just say? you're worried about your financial stability. You're worried about your finances. But the thing is that it's unwarranted. It's a negative feeling that's keeping you stuck. But as you take the steps forward, you gain your financial freedom. What do you get? You move towards the reconciliation with none other than the person that you started the romance of the soul with, but you're in lack of communication with them. But that doesn't mean that the feelings aren't mutual. The feelings are mutual, but there's a karmic situation that you're going through right now where you're needing to face your fears and take that leap of faith, because the lack of progression and the setback here by the divine design on the spiritual journey is the fact that you need to take action and change in your social standing, because this indicates moving to a new home, a moving truck, a trip by car, verbal communication. But the thing is that you're needing to take action and change in your social standing in order to move to a new home so that you can redevelop a solid foundation for your own self, so that you can reestablish the soulmate connection that you already started. Like, you're stuck in a karmic situation, end the karmic situation, and boom, reconciliation with the soulmate. Because, listen, we don't have coincidences here. No, we most certainly do not. Okay? Not on this freaking channel. But action and change in your social standing, moving to a new home, legal documents pertaining to the home, but you're allowing others' wishes and desires to affect you, which could in fact be this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, that you're needing to completely end this situation with. This is negative emotions attached to unfortunate events. This card indicates your fears blocking you. So you're fearful to end a situation with this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's legal documents pertaining to the home, indicating that you have the opportunity here if you would just follow your intuition and not worry about the monetary part of it, because that will flow. You'll find, you gotta move again. I'm so sorry. But you need to find your ambition in order to do this, because you're being guided to do it, and you're worried about the financial aspect of it. But look at it this way. As you take the steps forward, your efforts are rewarded. So whatever your financial situation is, you will find what it is that you need that fits your circumstance and situation in order to accommodate you being able to get out of this situation. So you'll find deals. You'll get a deal on a moving truck. You'll find the landlord, or you'll find the real estate agent that's going to work with you and get you the deal that you need, because you're being guided to take those steps. And understand that if a circumstance or situation comes up where somebody says no, no, understand that you're just going in the wrong direction, and that's your higher self blocking you from going in that direction because you're being guided to another direction. Never take no as a negative. Take no as your higher self blocking you from going down that path because it's not for you. Okay? So this is indicating that this could be your energy needing to gain your ambition in order to achieve success, but this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that lives at a distance from you, and this indicates that you may need to move, and it could be worrisome to you based off of your business or, your career path. But understand you're being guided, okay? So if you are in fact dealing with the sign of Gemini, and this indicates it being in the upside down position, understand that you're going through a transitioning phase with this person, and this indicates, if this is the person you're wishing to be with, it's in the upside down position because you need to complete this transition, but you have worry and anxiety surrounding you, and this could be due to the fact that you had a developing relationship with this person, and or there's a child involved with this person, or you have worry and anxiety about coming into union with this Gemini, because you're not ending the situation within your home environment, okay? But understand that this transitioning is taking place here. But if you're stuck in a home environment situation with the sign of Gemini, or this could be the person that you're wanting to move towards, understand that this indicates that the reason you're feeling this way is because you're feeling stuck in a daily routine, and that's what's causing you to feel fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. But understand that once you take those steps forward, here's your victory, and your victory lies in the choice of separating yourself from your home environment. So whatever the situation is that's going on, you need to make the decision in order to separate. Because once you make that decision in order to separate and just start start taking action and taking steps forward, your victory is right there. But you're not trusting your intuition. You're not. But you know how you feel, and that's the only thing you need to trust here. What do I say? I'll say this to every single one of you guys this end of October. Close your freaking eyes. None of this exists. It's all about your feelings. If you're staying stuck in a situation where you're not feeling good, what do? Find a way to get out of the situation or circumstance that doesn't make you feel good, but you can't allow egotistical mind-based beliefs in regards to finances and materialistic things hold you back from getting out of an energy that does not make you feel good, because you are being divinely guided at this time, and through that divine guidance, you're moving yourself into a happier place. Yes. Okay. So let's see what we get here with the Romance Angel cards for additional guidance for you guys for the last 2 weeks of October. Oh my goodness gracious. Listen, we don't coincidence here. Very soon you need to make a freaking decision. Listen to me, Pisces. Make the decision, okay? Because you're controlling it by not taking action. You need to allow it to unfold naturally. But you're too fearful of your financial stability, but it's also due to the fact that you're not in communication with the soulmate. Communication with the soulmate is not going to resurface until you make a decision to get out of this karmic situation. Trust and believe, I know all about it. I do. This is the thing with energies that you guys must understand. The energies are coming out pretty similar for the end of October readings, because listen, a lot of people have met their soulmate. You met your soulmate, and your soulmate disconnects from you. Why? They disconnect from you and leave you with all your karmic lessons that you need to learn. Your karmic situation that you're dealing with right now is that you need to release yourself from this home environment situation, okay? Because listen, you've already met the one, and you know that you have, okay? But you're not with them because you're stuck in this situation, and you're needing to allow the barrier of control down in order to move forward. Listen, because this was by a divine design, and the way in which all of this is happening, and what you must understand is that the lesson is that you need to feel safe in love itself. And how do you do that? By extending your lighthearted energy, but you're allowing old energy to grip you, and you need to allow your higher self, your knowledge, your wisdom, understand that you're not going through this situation for any sort of malicious reasons or to hold you apart from what it is that you truly desire. It's like you're waiting for communication from the soulmate, then you'll make a decision because you're afraid. If you're afraid to be alone, listen, the soulmate disconnected from you because you have to deal with these kind of situations. You are to face your fears and not fear being alone. Okay? So, forgiving, learning, releasing, healing the past. Let it go. It's over. Seriously. You're being given signs with the person you could in fact be living in a distance from. And this is a person you did in fact voluntarily met so that they could get you out of the situation that you're in. Any circumstances and situations that have actually happened between the two of you, on this path, is not holding you apart, but it's allowing you to deal with these situations on your own, because you can't use the soulmate as an emotional crutch. So you're needing to free yourself and take back control of your life. You're needing to have trust and faith in the unfolding here, because you're worried about your finances and career, but you need to trust and have faith. Don't focus there. Get out of there. Your finances and your career could be also being affected because you're not, moving forward, right? So in order to work on this partnership, do not allow friends, past partners, this person you could be dealing with, that you're in a karmic situation with, deceive you from what it is that you truly desire, because the person that is in fact your soulmate is someone you share playfulness with. You want to make a romantic gesture, but the thing is that you need to understand that you do deserve love, and this person that you share this passion with, you felt you deserved it, but then the disconnect makes you feel as if you're undeserving, so you're staying stuck in an unscrupulous situation. But understand the use of the law of attraction, and the most important part that they leave out of the secret, the book The Secret, the biggest secret of all is that this thing up here is what keeps you from manifestation. this thing, the belief itself, is exactly what holds you apart from manifesting. So you need to believe that you can do this and understand that you will do it, right? Affirmations. Because just pay attention to what you're attracting. Once you make this decision, you will in fact have a heart-to-heart conversation, but you need to love yourself first, because your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Absolutely it does. But your healing family issues is due to the fact that you may in fact need to get a divorce or separate from this home environment situation. But once you make the efforts to get through this, because the fact of the matter is that unrequited love is nothing more than lack of love itself, right? So you're waiting for the soulmate to reach out to you so that you can make a decision. But you need to make the decision on your own without that contact first, okay? Because this unrequited love, which is lack of love itself, you need to take the steps through this situation, remove this energy because it's an illusion, and through removing that from your life, this is where the bond deepens on a spiritual journey. And if there are in fact children involved, do not worry on this, because you have a strong magnetic connection. This is in fact the true love, and you know that your feelings are real and worth exploring. But your codependent behavior could in fact be that you're waiting for the soulmate to communicate before you make a decision, and that is exactly what is holding you apart from your soulmate that could have in fact retreated on you or you retreated on them. But you're needing to keep an open mind, stay optimistic, positive thinking and faith over you romance, meaning taking a leap of faith, because once you do, you have a reconciliation because you removed the past life karmic energies from your life, and now you can get onto this new path. So Pisces, you need to make a decision, take the leap of faith, and understand that once you do, you will be rewarded for relieving yourself from an unscrupulous situation. Okay? If you need me, love from above, 717@gmail.com. Actually, you can email me there, but my domain has finally been, I don't even know what word to use. What is it? In my possession. So it's in the drop box below. You can just click on that link that takes you to my website that I have up and running now, in order to just use that information there to submit your reading order, and that will actually make it faster for both of us, instead of, in case I can't get to my emails right away, but that at least gets your order in, and then you can expect to